through which this spiritual vitality is transmitted to the seeker. So this is the only difference between Sufism and other things. So Sufism existed for all the time, and in fact, in our ancient Hindu traditions, you would see there was a thing like pranahuti. The rishis used to transmit that. But that is not known in the modern world. Now that thing has stopped. Even Gita has that reference of saying that this knowledge has gone into oblivion. It was given to Vivekananda, from Vivekananda to Manu to Shaku. In where was this knowledge lost? Did the books get destroyed? No. The books existed. Then what happened? Why does Gita say that ye knowledge khatam ho gaya? It has gone into oblivion. Why did it say so? Because there was no transmission from heart to heart. This heart-to-heart transmission, which was an ancient thing, got lost. This divine link was lost. This process was lost. And Prophet Muhammad reintroduced this link, this methodology. It is because of this that Sufis based associated with Muhammad, with Islam. Otherwise, it has been always there. I hope I've answered you.
Hello, you talked about the importance of master in the path of love. So in the today's world, how to find them?
Sir, if you are a seeker, you would get it. The only problem is we don't have that quest. Is there anything in this universe which you seek and it is not given to you? Even physically. You wanted admission in IIT, you got it. If you had deserved that Almighty's grace, I don't think Almighty is miser at all. He would give it, and He would give you so plenty. So it is not the question of finding the master. It is a question of getting that talab, that desire, that quest. If you have it, you will get it.
Well, sir, I have. Hello, sir. Well, sir, I have a question here. There is a famous quote by poet Rumi. You must have heard of that. That what you seek is seeking you. Right. In nowadays a scenario like after graduating from IIT or any reputed institute, like our main aim is to find a job or to earn money or to support our family. Right. Somewhere that money is the crucial part here. Okay. Like we all follow the money. So what according to that quote of what you seek is seeking you, we are after money. And how can we lead that money is also after us? Like you see that. It's just a question because he asked about the same thing, so I thought
Absolutely right, and your question is right. I would like to say like this. As my master, I give the example of my master. My master Thakur Ram Singh Ji Sahab, he was a family man. He was a police officer. So he also earned money and looked after his family and things like that. So there is nothing wrong, and there is no conflict between seeking spirituality and leading a worldly life. No, there is no conflict at all. The best way is to take everything as a divine duty. You are a young man. You are supposed to educate yourself, to evolve, to get your mind in the right direction. And even Swami Vivekananda said the same thing. Play football, then doing that puja. Because that is the need of the time. But the only difference which I would like to say is that feeling of self, that me, mine, I, that has to be changed in a larger context. Divine. It is a divine duty to get education, to stand first in the class, to get a job, to look after your family and things like that. So I don't see any conflict in that. Only your orientation has to little change. Absolutely, otherwise nothing, no conflict.
So I came a little late, so I don't know if you shared, but can you share a little bit about your own sort of journey as to what led you to this path? Again, if you've shared,
I did not say anything on my personal this thing, but it's okay, I can say that. I was 15 years when I was taken to my master. My father took me to my master, Thakur Ram Singh Ji, and my father himself was a Sufi master. So I had appeared in higher secondary examinations that time. the first question my master asked me was, what have you done? What are you doing? So I told him that, look, I have appeared in the higher secondary exams. So he said, you should be first. First aana chahiye. I was a very, very mediocre student. Never got even a good second class in my earlier studies. I just used to, turn pages and do something like that. In 8th class, I got grace in commerce, 5 marks grace. So I was passed in 8th class. So you can understand my this thing. But that was the time I got first. Okay, so that is the sort of belief given to you. Okay, you will not look back. And then he started calling me Engineer Sahab. I filled up a form in Jaipur Malviya Regional Engineering College, now MNIT, and I was 181st student to be admitted in that college. The seats were 180, but it so happened that me and another person, we were tied. So both of us got admission, and I became an engineer. And before my 5th year I completed, I went to visit my master once. Then he said, Rajan Babu, बहुत बड़े officer होना चाहिए. So I served as an engineer for some time, 2.5 years, and got into revenue service thereafter. So this is an outward thing. But when we used to be in presence, he was a man of very few words. He did not speak much, very few words. And at that age of 15 years, did not understand what spirituality is, what is adhyatmika and things like that. And even considered him as my grandfather, Baba, Dada ki tarah, father's father. So used to treat him like that, used to ask him anything like that. But there was a certain bliss which used to flow. There was certain something which made me to go again and again to him. So what was that? That is what it is. No outward word, no pravachan, no saying ki ye karo, wo mat karo, ye karo, aisa karo, nothing of that sort. But something deep within is melting, something deep within is happening. That is what this transmission of spiritual vitality is. And that creates love. That is creating the love which pulls you towards him. You would go to saints without their asking anything. You would feel a sort of your heart melting, a sort of attraction, a sort of thoughtlessness. That is what it is. They are the two saints, and you feel this thing in the presence of two saints.
Sir, what is the basic difference between the Hinduism claim model and the Sufism?
Okay, again, we'll take it in a larger context. Okay. If you see the religion from the outward, from a superficial thing, things look different. In fact, my own understanding of religions is that there is no difference in Christianity, Islam, or Hinduism. Nothing. Islam talks of 5 pillars of Islam, but if you read the Quran, the 3 basic principles are to believe in the unity of God, Tawheed, oneness of God. Hindus also believe in that. I have not seen any religion which does not believe in the unity of God. Even the Guru Nanak's Granth Sahib says it was only one in the beginning. Then the second thing it says is not to have shirk. Shirk means associating anything with the God. We also don't associate anything with the God. We also don't say कि ये भगवान का पैदा किया, ये किया, वो किया. Not that sort of a thing. Shirk means to associate. ये भगवान का बेटा है, बेटी है, वो हम भी नहीं करते. And the third thing is to believe in the day of judgment, which really means to believe in good or bad, to believe in action. If you do a wrong thing, you will be punished. If you do a right thing, you will be rewarded. So I don't think on the basic principles there is any difference in any religion. So similarly here, there is no difference in Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, or in Sufism. Basically, it is a path of love, and love knows nothing. Love is absolute, it knows nothing. It knows no rules, no regulations, nothing. Love means to completely surrender your ego, to completely become a known being. So when you become a known being, what is there to follow, who will follow, and what he will follow. Swami Ramakrishna Paramahansa said, Namak ka putla pani mein gaya so gaya. Where is the return? It would not come back. So if you are in love, question does not exist. It is gone.
So coming to back to the last question, the question rises in the mind that the Vivekananda or Shankaracharya, who left their families in the early ages, and both families were very poor, I think. So to leave family in between to serve the society was the good decision also.
Factually, let me correct you. I don't think Swami Vivekananda left his family. He was not married, I think. No?
No, family with mother.
Mother. That's okay.
Both mother.
That's okay.
Shankaracharya also left his mother in age of 5.
Shankaracharya was a slightly different story, and he took sannyas with the permission of his mother. But let me absolutely let me. I would narrate an anecdote relating to Hazrat Abul Hasan Khirkani, and that would give you an answer. Hazrat Abul Hasan Khirkani had a brother. He had a brother, and both of them were great saints, highly devoted to the Almighty and things like that. Their mother was sick, so these brothers, they had decided that both of them would, in turn, take care of the mother. One night one brother, other night the other brother, and for that night the other brother will pray. He will spend the night in prayer. So once so happened that the turn of Khirkani Sahib's brother was there to serve the mother. He requested Abul Hasan Khirkani that let us exchange the duty. Today you serve the mother and I'll go for the prayers. So Hazrat Abul Hasan Khirkani agreed with that. He said, okay, I'll look after the mother, though it was his turn today to pray to the Almighty. In the night when his brother was praying, he listened a divine voice that हमने तुम्हारे भाई को बख्शा, that is हजरत अबुल हसन खिरकानी को बख्शा means मोक्ष दिया, whatever, and उनके तुफेल में for his sake तुम्हें भी बख्शा. So this brother was very sort of surprised. He said, look, I am spending night in your obedience, in आपकी इबादत में मैं रात गुजार रहा हूँ, लेकिन आप उसके तुफेल में मुझे बख्श रहे हैं. So the divine voice said him कि मुझे आपकी इबादत की ज़रूरत नहीं है, इससे ज़्यादा ज़रूरत आपकी माँ को आपकी सेवा की थी, which your brother is doing, which is far greater than this ibadat. So that is the answer I would like to give you. Now you can interpret the way you like.
Follow up on the last question, right? You said different religions essentially are the same at the core, and at some level
Absolutely.
they believe the same. But I guess the question comes at a practical level: why is there so much strife in the world, in the name of religion itself? Right? So,
I would like to recite a Buddhist couplet. अहम नहीं तो क्या कारण है मानव के सभी कुकृत्यों का. If it is not ego, what else is the reason for all these misdeeds? That is it. It is no spirituality, it is no religion, it is all our ego, because of which we fight. It may manifest in any form. That's all.
Keep thinking, and at this my age, it's all becoming easy to understand, but difficult to implement, or to say yes, what I aimed at I have achieved. Like to get over ego or get detached and still attached. If you have some experience closely related to your living as an engineer, maybe.
Again, a story, sir. I'm sorry, I'm telling so many stories, but I think the stories have the answer. गुरु नानक साहब के शिष्य परंपरा में, या शायद उनके साथ ही, उनकी बेटी के एक ससुर थे। तो जो बेटी थी वो तो गुरु नानक के, आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी, हाँ, बिकॉज वो अपना लैंग्वेज में थोड़ा रस ज़्यादा आता है। तो उनकी जो बेटी थी वो तो इस पंथ में, इस ऑर्डर में थी, लेकिन इनके ससुर इस ऑर्डर में नहीं थे। तो उन्होंने परसू करके इनके ससुर को भी, अपने ससुर को भी इस पंथ में लगा लिया। तो बड़े बुजुर्ग थे, काफ़ी वृद्ध थे, ऑलमोस्ट अबाउट 80 ईयर्स। तो इनको कुछ आता जाता नहीं था, कुछ करते नहीं थे, लेकिन ये सुबह सुबह उठ के और 4-5 बजे पानी लेके आया करते थे दूर नदी से। तो जो सुबह सुबह पानी लेके आया करते थे तो उससे कुछ डिस्टर्बेंस भी हुआ करता था। पास में कुछ एक लेडी रहा करती थी, तो वो सुबह सुबह खटपट सुनती थी। तो ये बुजुर्ग आदमी रोज़ाना पानी ला के उनको नहाने के लिए रख दिया करते थे। एक दिन ऐसा हुआ कि जब ये पानी लेके आ रहे थे तो घड़ा इनके सिर से गिर गया, आवाज़ हुई। तो इन्होंने पूछा कि अरे भाई क्या हुआ? तो दिस लेडी सेड कि और कौन होगा, वो फलाना आदमी होगा, रोज़ाना सुबह से उठ के करता है। तो इट इज़ सेड दैट एट दैट मोमेंट ही वॉज एम्बेरेस्ड, उन्होंने उनको गले से लगाया एंड ही वॉज गिवन एवरीथिंग। हिज हार्ट वॉज फिल्ड विद लव, हिज हार्ट वॉज एलिवेटेड टू द हाइएस्ट स्पिरिचुअल लेवल्स। So it is no delay anywhere. It's a question of getting to that moment when your ego melts. In what way, no one can say. But I think seva, service जो है, humanity या whatever, that is the easiest way.
I would like to once again thank Mr. Gupta for sparing his valuable time to come here and share his wonderful insights. I would also like to thank the audience for their patient listening. I sincerely hope you will keep participating in our future activities. I would also like to thank all those who have helped us in organizing this event. I have a few announcements to make. NRCV has a meditation